popping. First episode of the
What would you do
Zoomcast.
if I'm just wondering?
What's up?
So what would you do if my dick was in my hand? Like when I showed up, like when my camera popped up, like what would you do? Out of curiosity.
I mean, you'd be wilding out.
That's not the response I wanted. I wanted like I'll kill you or some shit. Like I know, oh bro, no bro, that's not violent, bro. That's taking it to the extreme.
For real. But yeah, first episode of the Zoomcast.
I lost my earbuds or whatever, like the red ones that I use.
All good, bro. Literally, it took me like all day to set this computer shit up. Like, I'm doing this shit from my computer now so we can get this shit recorded. But I think I can set it.
Let me get this light shit. Woo! There we go.
IG lighting.
Hell yeah. That's the gamer lights, bro.
Hell yeah.
That's what we Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. So how
Yeah, I finally got.
Go ahead.
I was saying I finally got my desk like set up in my room now.
Solid.
So like I'm actually in my bedroom.
Solid. So yeah, if you haven't already, follow my boy Ibrahim on IG. First guest official on the Zoomcast. You know what that is talking about.
Yeah. It's the moves. It's the vibe.
I set up the YouTube channel today. It's just gonna be fun.
Huh?
I set up.
You started a YouTube channel?
Yeah, I'm
Oh
gonna
shit.
post this shit whenever it's finished.
Oh, bet that up.
Yeah.
That's pretty badass. All right, okay. You got the YouTube thing going on.
Fuck yeah.
I got my Instagram thing going on. I got my TikTok. Yo, deadass. Speaking of TikTok, bro, I am literally. Hold on, let me check. Let me get the number correct before I say it. Because you know I was just at 2,000, right, bro?
Yeah.
I am literally. I don't know if you can see it or not. I'm 18 followers away from 3,000.
Alright. So the people
Yeah.
watching this video in the future, if you haven't already, follow Ibrahim on TikTok.
At Heezus, bro. At
Heezus.
I didn't even see that.
I'll put it in the description, bro. I'll link it in the description.
Yeah, bro. I didn't even post nothing today. I took the day off because like I gotta get some of the schoolwork done. Cause I figured after like tomorrow, I'm gonna just pump like a lot of them out. So I figured I'll take a break for today. Cause I'm posting at a rate of like an average of 2 a day. Cause even the days I skip, the next day I'll post like 4 or 5. So
Solid.
not too worried. And my account's growing right now, like even when I'm not posting. So that's where I wanted to be, where I'm not posting. I'm still being productive.
I saw the IG video today. The one about moms. That shit was that's facts, bro. Moms,
That shit hit. Yo, okay, I thought it was just me, bro.
nah,
Yo,
bro.
everyone's digging that video, bro. I'm like, bro, y'all don't understand, though. Like, every day, bro. Every day. She literally woke me up today, and I was like, what? For some nonsense. Every time. I mean, that's just how the parents, that's how the parents be.
For real, though, they be tripping. They always tripping.
Facts.
And I'll also link the IG in the description, too, so they can follow you, too. And mine.
Yeah, just put all my stuff down there.
I'm gonna put hella
my YouTube.
That's what I gotta do with all the guests. I gotta link all this shit.
Yeah, put the IG, put the TikTok, put the YouTube.
For real.
I don't really have a Twitter. I don't know why.
That's all
I
good.
feel like the way Twitter's used, like that's how I use my Snapchat. You can put my Snapchat down too if they want.
Why not, bro? The more the merrier, bro. The better.
Yeah.
The more the better.
I literally just post everything on Snapchat like every 10 minutes.
See, that's what I do. Like
it's not always funny, but
it's content.
I just put it all. I just put it all out there just because. I don't know. I went on a whole rant yesterday.
I saw that, bro. I saw that.
I
saw that.
No, bro. Because niggas not be watching anime. And I'm like, bro, watch anime. Like, I just,
That's what I'm
like,
saying.
like I like what bothers me is when people say they don't even want to try it, or, like they don't even attempt it, because it's like for me, you don't really like. What reason do you have for not trying it? You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. It's a stigma. I feel like anime
That's
is
what I'm saying. Like I feel like it's just the
segment.
stigma.
That's what I'm saying.
And if that's and the thing is, for me, if that's the case, if it's the stigma, that means you just don't think for yourself.
Exactly.
You know what I
Like
mean? That means you don't have independent thought. Like you're letting stigma control what you may or may not like, and I
yes,
just respect that, bro. Like,
yes. Like
that's
you gotta try
insecurity.
it. Like if you try it and say
You
it's
gotta
ass, that's fine. But if you haven't tried it and you
you have
haven't
to
watched
like,
it, you gotta watch
and the thing is for me, like anime, like you gotta like in depth try it because like I was saying on my snap, bro. Like it's like saying you don't like music. You know what I mean? Because there's
it. Yeah.
different genres of anime. You know what I'm saying?
Like
No there's anime like that have like the same type of theme or thematic concepts. Like, you have your shonen stuff that's more like hero based and like, but you have like darker stuff, you have lighter stuff, you have slice of life, you have like that middle ground. You know what I mean? You have stuff about like relationships, love, hate, anger, death. Like there's so many routes, and so like to say you don't like anime is literally like saying you don't like music because there's different types of music.
yeah.
Obviously,
See, that's how I look at it. Like you can't like say anime is a genre. Like it's a type of media. It's not like one show. Like people think it's just one show when it's really a
yeah,
lot of different things. Like I watched
exactly.
Stars and I watched all of Stars in one sitting. Bro, as soon as you
Oh,
got
you
off the
did?
phone,
You
bro,
did?
I watched episode 2 and I was like, and then I watched the whole thing. I ended up watching the whole thing. I finished it. I was like, what the fuck?
I forgot to ask you about that. Yeah, so you ended up
Bro,
watching it then.
bro.
Was episode 2 everything that I made it seem? I hope I didn't over exaggerate.
All right, so going in, I thought, all right, so spoiler alerts, by the way, because we both seen it, but the audience doesn't know that. They might not have seen it, but we're definitely talking spoilers.
Bro, don't
But,
don't don't spoil it for them.
all right,
Just sugarcoat or whatever.
all right, all
Like,
right, all right. So,
oh, fuck, I just broke this.
what I thought going into episode 2 was some shit about, like, how episode 1 ended. I thought it was going to be something like that.
That's what
But,
they all think, bro.
yeah, but then it was so different. Like whenever what happened, and I was like, "Yo, there's no way this nigga's about to hoop like that. There's no
Yeah.
way."
Yeah, like when I was watching it, I was like, bro, it's not gonna go down like this. That doesn't make sense.
That's what I'm saying. Beasters is a good show though. Beasters is a really good show.
Oh yeah, no, it's really good.
I enjoyed it. Like it brought back like that shit hits you right here, bro. Like that shit gets you right in the feeling.
The anime is it's a pretty decent vibe. I'm not even gonna lie.
No, it's a pretty good vibe. I can't wait
Like
for season 2.
I'm definitely tuning into season 2.
Nah, facts. They left that shit on a cliffhanger. Season 2 is that I'm at least gonna watch the first episode of season 2 because that cliffhanger was pretty good.
No, bro, you gotta watch the first 2 episodes, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no,
Yeah,
yeah, you gotta watch.
episode 1 of season 1 did not hit the same way episode 2 did.
Nah,
You know what I'm
episode 2
saying?
hit different. Like the way
That's
episode 1 left off, and then the way episode 2 like continued that set the tone for the whole show.
yeah, that shit a whole vibe. It's wild.
No, yeah.
Even have words. It's so funny because like after you finish episode 2, um, for those of you who haven't watched Stars yet, like go watch it because like dog, the minute you finish that episode, it's like oh shit, I'm gonna keep watching every episode and hope I see that again. Like you know what I'm saying?
Bro, that's facts, bro.
Like they really knew how to pique your interest.
That is true. Like the first episode was good at like establishing the characters and like their motivations and shit. But number 2 was where like they laid like the
But
basis.
like, yeah, that's when they made me want to watch the show because I was probably not gonna finish it if that didn't happen.
No, that is facts. That is facts. Beasters is good. I like the main character. Like he's solid, and like I like the deer guy.
hmm
But like I didn't like a lot of the other characters. Like a lot of the other characters were kind of
I feel like
they were,
I feel like honestly a lot of the other characters were supplementary.
yeah, they were all just like generic.
Like I feel like only 4 characters really matter.
Yeah,
So
I definitely feel that. Like
that would be my biggest thing against it.
yeah, like I feel like a lot of the characters are just kind of like the generic archetypes. Like you got the
Mm-hmm.
jock, like the tiger jock guy, and like you got like the stoner friend and the dog.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. So like it was all like kind of generic, but the main four for me were pretty solid.
yeah. I feel that. I feel the same. Yeah, it's very it's interesting anime, to say the least.
No, it is like that. That's the thing that like the reason why I bring that up is because like that anime is so different from the other ones that I'm watching. Like that anime would hit me completely off guard. Like the ones I'm watching right now,
Mm-hmm.
I'm watching like I'm watching Seven Deadly. I'm about to finish Fire Force, and I'm watching Attack on Titan, and all those are like kick-ass action animes with like hero dudes. So like this one
Mm-hmm.
was a lot more like grounded. But I like that one. It was pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. I feel it. It's a good point too. Like there's just such a wide spectrum.
That's true.
So like I feel like you really have to try every genre before you say you don't like it all. Like
That's yeah,
uh,
exactly. That's exactly the point. Is like there's people that like
like
that.
if you legitimately don't like animated things, then that's okay. But don't don't sit there and praise Nickelodeon cartoons and don't praise Cartoon Network and don't praise all the Marvel movies you've watched if you don't like animated things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like people like to use that as a cop out. Like, oh, I just don't like animated. Like, I like seeing real people, and I'm like, that's cool. But
Watch SpongeBob.
Thanos isn't real, dude. Like, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
Thanos
Like,
isn't real.
Thanos isn't real. How, dude, fucking the Spider Verse. Like,
That's
you
a
saw how much clout
that was a
Spider Verse got.
that's
You
what I'm
saw how much
saying.
clout Spider Verse got.
Spider Verse was like one of the
Animated
best movies
movie.
of the year. Yeah.
That was one of the most like, dude. Fucking I actually looked at this is kind of like I know it's kind of like unrelated to like animation, but um Sunflower, the song from the movie soundtrack
Yeah,
was
no juice.
I literally read somewhere that it was the most streamed song of 2019.
No, yeah, it's a good song. It's a good song. Like,
And I'm just like I'm just pulling that to say like that's the kind of like energy and aura and like fame that's associated with that movie, and it's an animated. So to say that you don't like animation, I feel like that's a cop out because you grew up on cartoons and you still watch fantasy movies and stuff like that. I mean, if you really don't, then that's fine. You're just a boring person.
yeah,
You know, if you really don't, then that's fine. You're just boring. I don't know what to tell you.
yeah,
That's cool. You just want to be boring. That's fine. But most people aren't that boring,
yeah,
and people grew up on SpongeBob. So to say you like SpongeBob but you don't watch Psyche K, it's like okay,
yeah.
come.
Like, you gotta, yeah. And see, another thing is like people like, cause I understand to a point, cause like when people think of anime, they don't think of like the good shit. They usually think of like the weird shit that are like the meme shit that people bring up.
Bro, they low
But
key. That's I feel that because low key, I feel like when people think anime, they think hentai.
yeah,
I
they
feel
think
like,
like
and,
waifus and fucking utakus and just like
and I think that's so annoying because that's like saying when you think of movies, you think of porn.
yeah.
You know
That's like
what I
when
mean? Like
yeah, that's like when people be like that'd be the
when I
same as
think of
like
an R-rated movie, I think of porn. I don't think of Deadpool. You know what I mean? Like
yeah. And see like a lot of people are
to
like
think of
that'd be
to
like thinking like
literally
rap.
the worst extreme is like
Nah, for real. That'd be like saying all rap is about fucking bitches and getting money. Like a lot of it is. and a lot of anime is like it is generally on a male demographic, but there are a lot of cases like it's different. There's a lot of cases where anime is a lot more
Mm-hmm.
like for multiple amounts of audiences. Like it's not just hentai and utakus and waifus and stuff.
The funny thing is, like, I don't even watch shit like that either.
That's what
So,
I'm
like,
saying.
when people come to me with those connotations, I'm like, dude, I don't watch that. Like, it's like you know what I mean. And like you said with the male demographic, I'm not gonna act like it's not tailored more towards male demographics, but that's just how comics are. Because what people I think people forget is like anime is based off of manga,
Yeah.
and manga is literally just comic books.
Yeah.
It's literally just comic books. So Superman and All Might literally are the same.
No, exactly. That
You know what I mean?
yeah.
They're literally the same shit. You know, they're based off a comic book.
Yeah.
It's made on the other side of the earth.
Yeah. It's made for small boys.
But it was effectively translated. That's another thing too. I told my friend earlier today because he said something about my story or whatever, and I was like, dog, like dubbed anime is literally cartoons.
No, exactly. That's exactly what it is.
It's straight up.
It's cartoons.
Like if you have an issue with like the culture or trying to like understand, there is great dubs of anime. I got into anime from Naruto on Cartoon Network.
Yeah, dubs.
On dubs. So the dubbed anime is literally cartoons. The only difference between an anime and a regular cartoon is when you get older, you don't really grow out of the anime because the lessons and the value of it and the maturity of the content is something that it has longevity. I don't feel like cartoons have longevity. Like people say they can watch old cartoons and stuff all day and watch Disney, but 90% of the time that they do that, they made a whole day out of it and they binged everything.
Yeah.
What they really like about it is the nostalgia. They're not truly entertained by what they're watching. They just have the nostalgia because it's stuff they've already seen and it takes them back to happy moments and times where they did think it was funny. But I feel like anime, because especially with certain genres, it is more mature.
Yeah.
Has longevity. You can still watch it as you're older, and you could notice things that you didn't notice when you were younger, and it just yeah.
No, definitely. Like, like I feel like even though generally it is geared, like a lot of different animes are geared to like a younger, like male audience, like a boy, like just growing up. Like, there's anime out there that is not for children. Like, there's anime that a grown up can definitely enjoy. Like Death Note. Death Note is not for kids, and that shit is fire. Like Death Note is like when if I ever introduce somebody to anime, like the first anime I recommend is Death Note because they look at it because they come in thinking like, oh, this is for like.
That's exactly what I do.
Yeah. And I'm like, this shit is not for little kids. This is some real shit. Basically,
exactly.
Tokyo. That shit is a real life location. Like it's not like in a different world or like a universe. This is literally in Tokyo.
Yeah, I feel that, dude. Like literally, what Miss Jensen, one of our fucking high school teachers watch Death Note. You know what I mean? And yeah, I feel like Death Note's one of those things that definitely put people on to because like, it's got the popularity. So if someone is new to anime, they get started on something that
mainstream.
They can, like any other person, pretty much everyone in anime community has watched, right? So it's easy to assimilate into the culture. It's not too long. It's literally one season.
No, yeah.
So it's quick, easy. You get into it, and like you said, the most important thing is like I feel like that anime destroys every like stereotype you had.
Yeah.
It just because there's literally like none of that. Like, there's none of that in that. That's
There's
dark.
Yeah,
That show is dark. And all the weird shit that you think you'd see. That shit. And you know what? You know what's about Death Note too is so many people. Like, I don't know how many people you've interacted with, but like when I bring up Death Note, people are saying, "Oh yeah, I saw that live action movie on Netflix."
Bro, that's another thing. Do not make
And I'm
the
like,
mistake of watching the live action movie first. Stop being lazy.
what?
Series. The series is good.
What's so crazy to me is the people that tell me they saw the live action movie don't have anything bad to say about it.
I mean, all right. Well, like if you've seen the show, you have something bad to say about it. But if you just watch the movie and you haven't seen the show, then you don't know any of like the lore and like the things that happen in the show that happen in the movie, but incorrectly. So like you just think like, oh, this shit is like like this shit's fire because I like. But what if you show them the show after? They're gonna be like, yeah, that movie was hot garbage. This shit.
That's the thing. I feel like no, they don't want to watch the show after because they don't like anime.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, you'll watch a movie. It's literally about the same exact concept.
Yeah.
It's the same story. It was just portrayed awfully. It was portrayed incorrectly. And it was crammed into an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah,
of
you can't do that. And
several hours of content.
Yeah.
And to say you even remotely enjoyed the movie, but you don't want to try the good. You know what I mean? That's like telling me that you tried steak and you fucking love it. Or no, not even steak. This is a bad analogy. I'm going to say you tried fucking scallops or shrimp or something, or mussels. And you said, that's pretty good, but I'm not going to eat meat because I don't like it. Not because you're a vegetarian, not because there's an actual reason to do it, but because you don't want to. Basically, like, that analogy was weird, but what I'm trying to say is like you tried a lesser version of something. You don't want to try the better version.
Yeah, that's dumb.
You know what I mean?
That's like I got an analogy for it. That's like eating McDonald's, right? And then being like, you know what? I do not want to try Chick-fil-A. And I don't like fast food. Like, there's a clear distinction. There's a difference between the movie.
Some people gonna be shitting on you in the comments, bro.
Oh no, I'm gonna get I know Mondo's gonna be in that comment section shitting on me.
All three of our friends that are gonna watch this are gonna be like,
all the boys.
Nigga, are you kidding me? Fuck Chick-fil-A, McDonald's all the way.
Nah, bro, Zaxby's is the movie.
I don't know why you like Zaxby's so much, bro. That shit is not good.
I'm telling you.
It's not bad. It's just like I don't give a fuck about that. About Zaxby's, you know? Like, I hit it once and they didn't provide nothing for me.
That's the problem. It's a rare chain. Like, you gotta find it. You gotta seek it. But, like, I live in it.
I'm just not a Zaxby's person, bro.
No, I feel you. But like, back to anime. Another thing that I enjoy about anime is that they can show human emotion so perfectly in like the most cartoony way. Like there'll be anime dudes who like they'll see some chick and they'll like go for like wild. And like that happens in real life. It doesn't happen that way, but that's how it feels.
That's another thing too. I feel like with anime, you're so much less likely to encounter bad acting.
Yeah, because it's just
because I mean it's mostly just voice. I mean, there's always issues with like dub versus sub. You know, I don't like the voice acting in dub or whatever. I think, but like even then, you still have two separate options. So if you don't like the acting, and you can literally watch something, and you can literally watch something acted by two completely different sets of actors.
Bro, that ass.
That's phenomenal. You know what I mean?
That's great. Like no other media has that.
Like,
and they're good too. A lot of them are good both ways. A lot of them are good like both ways, like subbed and dubbed, either way. Like Beasters had some good dub, and like I watched half of it in dub, and then the other half I watched the first half in sub, and then the last half in dub because like I was starting to like I was starting to like not understand a lot of shit, so I was like, all right, let me just put it back in the dub socket. But the first half of the sub was good. First half of the sub was good. And like, bro, Dio's voice, you're gonna tell me that's not an epic voice? Like the Dio voice literally
sub voice.
His sub voice.
Alright, boss. I'm about to go hit the gym.
We hit a quick break.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, we can hit the pause on this episode.
Hell yeah.
Anime talks. Well, you should watch anime. That's what we need to watch.
Yeah. See, that's episode 1. Episode 1 is gonna be called Anime Talk. Why you should watch anime, and then we'll talk about
Anime Talk Part 1 because we ain't done.
Hell yeah, we're not. We're just getting started.
Armando gonna be in the comments. Fuck that weeb shit.
Hell yeah.
All right, man. All right, be easy.
All right, you too, bro.
Later, 4 followers that I already know.
The first 2 subs I'm giving away.
For sure, bro. For sure.
Hell yeah.
All right, man. Be easy.
All right, bro. You too.